St. Paul and the Broken Bones fucking
I love
jam.
St. Paul.
Yeah, I was
Dude,
like,
they put on the best show.
so good.
I saw them open up for Trombone Shorty
Oh
here in
yeah,
Vegas, and oh, dude, that I can't remember his name. The singer of St. Paul. He was all over the place. Like he crawled under the drum riser. He was singing from underneath there, dude. They put on a killer show.
yeah.
Killer
They
show.
they were probably in my mind them and do you guys know who Sax Squatch is?
Sex
Sex
Squatch?
Squatch. No,
Oh,
well,
yeah.
we know Sasquatch, Surf Squatch, and now apparently there's
Yeah, it's a new
Sex
one.
Squatch.
I'm just
Yeah.
waiting for Squatchalith.
So-
There's a few of those too, you know.
So Sasquatch is he plays the sax and it's just him. He's fucking dressed up like Bigfoot on stage playing the fucking sax, and he's got a computer, and like some of his songs are covers and he just plays the fucking sax over him. And I'm gonna tell you what, dude, the entire festival emptied to go watch him fucking play.
That's amazing.
So
You know-
he's like a big hairy like dude from the Lost Boys.
Yes.
I was just so you remember that this he goes by Sexy Sax Man. He played at Golden Tiki out here maybe last year, whatever, and he did not disappoint. Buff, tan, oiled up, and wearing spandex, playing saxophone. It was something to see.
He leans into it in his 70s.
Yeah.
It's quite the spectacle.
Dude, hell yeah. Who doesn't want to see an old wrinkly tan guy like
I'm not gonna lie, he was in pretty good shape. He put me to shame. He's doing the damn thing.
Aging like a good wallet. You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's fucking great. Okay, well, let's get into you
Yeah.
guys. So let's
All right, man.
where'd the band start? When did the band start?
So the band started in 2012. It was myself and a drummer, a guy named Brendan, real nice guy. And we just were like real big fans in the stoner rock doom scene, and that's what we wanted to play. That's what was calling to us. And so it took a lot. We went through a lot of different lineup changes. We went through before Adam came in 2019.
Yeah, 2019.
We had two different bassists, three actually. We started so we went through three bassists before we found Adam, and we knew about Adam because of his work with Demon Lung, and we were all, the scene out here is pretty, up close and personal. We all sort of know each other, so we all knew of each other. Yeah, and then Brendan decided that he has a family and he wanted to pursue other things, so he stopped playing the drums. And Adam and I, then we finished up our second album release, which was Voidscapes. He and I together, which that one had Brendan on the drums.
Yeah, Brendan provided drum tracks for me, and then we just took it from there and just wrote on top of those drum tracks. And
Yep.
I did my best work that I could with what I got, and it turned out pretty good, I think.
Yeah.
So
yeah, pretty good. And then after that, I think we went a few months without a drummer, just working on production stuff. And then we got Ian in the band. We recruited him. He was always we knew him from other bands locally. He was in Spiritual Shepherd and some death metal groups and stuff.
I played a lot.
Yeah. He was always putting social media posts out where he was talking about, I'm a drum warrior, and just showing him working the kit and stuff. And I have personally seen how much Ian has grown since the first time I saw him play. And I was like, this is a guy I want in the band. He's a good dude too.
one of the first times I saw Ian play was at a festival called Southwest Terror Fest, which took place in Tucson with his old band Spiritual Shepherd. And that festival ran from, I want to say, 2009 to 2016, and it kind of morphed up to the Northwest and became Northwest Terror Fest in a kind of roundabout way. But that was the first time I saw him. I'm like, damn, this kid can play.
Yeah.
So
I've known them since I was 20. I'm gonna be 31 next Tuesday.
Oh, you're getting old, dude.
Since I was.
Yeah, I know he's getting fucking old, right?
But I've known him.
Getting fucking old.
I've known him both since I've known him, Alex and Sonolith. I've known him and Demon Lung, and then he joined Sonolith, and then they reached out, and I just listened to Voidscapes, and I was like, oh, this is awesome. So I just learned the EP and kind of came to practice in 2021.
Well,
I started writing and rehearsing.
Is it the same thing there? Like here, we have like 5 drummers, and they're in every band across the board.
Sure.
A little bit.
For sure.
The other guy that's in the band now, our second guitarist that we just picked up about a year ago, is someone that I've known since high school. We were in, the punk scene doing punk bands and stuff out here. But Ben is the same way. I think he's in 5 bands right now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But he's a guitar. Yeah, he's a guitarist.
He's like a
plays guitar.
guitarist, dude.
Yeah.
He's
Plays
a
everything.
workhorse.
Yeah, his other
Yeah,
bands,
he's
he does a
amazing.
lot of surf
Well,
stuff.
I don't know if you
Oh, yeah.
noticed though, he's not here tonight. We had a scheduling conflict, kind of, sort of.
Yeah, this last second thing came up.
But Ian brought up a great point that the album is called Sonolith 3, so you know.
Yeah, anyways, right?
3 of us are here, so
There wasn't room for him, so he'd have to be like, floating around back here somewhere.
we do have a good avatar representation of him though.
Yeah, he requested this.
He
He requested to say hello and sorry he couldn't make it. I don't know if you can see that.
Oh, that's fucking hilarious.
That's him pounding a corn.
That's
dog.
his
Pounding a
sense of
corn dog
humor.
and fries. So
Oh man.
hello, Tom, from Ben.
Hello, Ben.
Sorry, I had a scheduling conflict.
Thanks for joining us. Maybe get rid of the rest of the bands and only be in one.
Well, I think he's getting his ass hair laser removed.
Something like
I
that.
don't remember exactly what he said, but something's up.
Yeah, he had his second session for that. I think.
Yeah.
That
was
was what's
deep.
going on
That's
Speaking
deep.
of Sasquatches,
tonight.
That's fucking awesome.
it'd be better if he was here. We would also be doing this.
We
if he
would be
was here,
saying the same
by the way.
thing.
That's
Yeah.
dude, you know, and it's those relationships that really like when you're on stage, I'm sure the chemistry is fucking amazing.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was gonna say, because you brought up Planet Desert Rock, this last year, one of my drum instructors from high school was there. His name's John Spees, and he came up to me right after my gig and said, "That's the tightest I've ever heard you play behind a drum set." And I think as a band, as a quartet, that was one of the best shows we played, sound wise, mix wise, that night, and just the overall way we attacked that show. A lot of people heard our potential, and now they're hearing about the record, and I think it's kind of adding together, like going hand in hand, that what our sounds like.
Yeah, we like to have a lot of fun, but we're relatively professional. Like, we always do what we say. We always show up on time. We always do what we say we're going to do, and we bring it live. But yeah, we joke around a lot, but we're pretty serious at practice, and a good portion of it is you guys telling me to be better. I will. Yeah. I promise I will.
Get better.
Be better.
Please.
Be better.
Be better.
Be better. Do better, sir.
I was working with a guy and he's like, I'm going to tell you there's only one rule. And I'm like, what's that? He's like, don't fucking suck.
Yeah. Just don't fucking suck. Even when you suck, don't suck.
Yeah. Don't fucking suck. Like, all right, dude. Like, I know not to suck. Cool.
It's a trick. If you miss
now
a note,
that we're all on the same level.
If you miss a note or something, it's like a band trick. You just own it. You lean into it, and it's jazz, right? I meant to do that. You're only ever half a step away from a good note.
Jazz Odyssey, my friend. Jazz Odyssey.
Yeah. So. There's no wrong notes. It's music.
Yeah. Especially funny. At like 1,000 decibels.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's all a wash anyway. So it's all good.
Eyes are shaking out of your head. Like, what the fuck's going on here?
Like, oh, what a wrong note, huh?
Vision vibrations. That's cool.
Oh shit. I saw a meme today that was it was like the bass player carrying in his fucking stack, and there was this person about yay big, and they had a fucking suitcase that was like 4 stories tall, like carrying in. I'm like, yeah,
sure.
That sounds about right. Like,
that's about right. Exactly.
Yeah. So
but what are you gonna do? It like you carry all that heavy gear, it keeps you young.
Yeah. You're like, I fucking threw my back out sneezing.
Yeah. I'm still doing it, man. Still doing it.
Up the stairs, down the stairs. Hoorah.
Yeah, I love venues with shitloads of stairs.
Oh yeah. Yep. Like, I didn't know. So my wife and I, we went on honeymoon to Seattle.
Okay.
When we got married, and it was like we had a conversation while we were there. It's like, I didn't realize my parents said they walked both hills up ways to school, both way uphill, both ways to school.
Seattle and San Francisco will do that shit to you, man.
Yeah. I'm like, fuck, dude. It's like up. It doesn't matter where you go. Everything's fucking uphill.
Well, the opposite end, dude, like Vegas is the epitome of urban planning.
Yeah.
It's a parallel and perpendicular grid, and everything's 6 lanes, so it's just like,
and it's so flat that when you find a hill in Vegas, you're like, yes,
yeah,
yes, a hill.
It's a nice change of scene when you're driving downhill for a second.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Well, you're like, shit, I'm leaving the city when you're fucking going over a hill. Like, we did that. We took the kids out there last year. Just we took the kids out there. Yeah, we did Vegas and
whoa. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah.
It's got a good off-time beat. I like that. I still like that thing.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Nah, you're fine. So we did like 2 weeks. going
Edit that out. Edit that out.
Fuck no. Oh, that's staying in there.
That's the sample for the next album.
That is the sample for the next album.
Sorry, Apple.
Thanks, Apple. They probably
Yeah,
stole it out
usually,
of someone else's song.
Yeah, thanks, Apple.
I wonder how long it would
Probably.
take us to get sued for that one.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny. So,
Oh, shit.
so when does the album come out?
It comes out on
October 4th. So we have a special announcement that's going to be made on September 6th. I don't know if we should say what it is or not, but that'll
Yeah,
be fun.
there's going to be the first single from the album is going to be out with
Along
with
with
a video.
Yeah, we did a music video, little.
So that will be a premiere on the 6th, and then the album is out October 4th.
Okay.
Yeah, and pre-orders will be available for anyone that's interested
On the
first part of
6th.
September. Yeah.
Okay.
So there's it's on a vinyl limited edition, purple and green marbling. So it'll be on that.
Yeah, and most streaming platforms.
And yeah, pretty much most, if not all, streaming platforms. So
How many copies of the vinyl?
100.
Yeah,
Okay.
limited edition, man.
Yeah.
100
So-
and they're gone.
Yeah.
Hell
Until
yeah.
they're gone and we need a second pressing, you know. But
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
but then you just change the variant.
exactly.
Yeah, with new art, new splatter.
Ah, just different color vinyl. My dumbass is like, I'll buy it.
Nice.
I have a sickness myself, so I understand. Believe me.
Yeah. My wife's like, what? Why do you have 6 of this album? I'm like, well, I know it's the same album, but this is this color and this has this different thing in the art. And this is, she's like, do you listen to them all? Like, fuck no, I don't. I've got that one. It's like over here. That's why.
Yeah, no, I have a listening copy on freaking black vinyl.
Collector's
Like,
copies.
Yeah.
Like, honey, why do you have 6 purses?
That's it.
No,
No, I don't
go
ask
there.
that.
Yep.
no, the only purses she has are the ones I buy her, which is, I get her good purses. You know, she does have a nice purse collection, but I'm
You're the contributing factor to the purse collection.
I am. She lets me buy vinyl. I will absolutely buy her purses.
Hell yeah. But it's not with the vinyl, it's not only color variants, it's also like sometimes I feel like I need to save something. Like, why do I need 6 copies of Yes Fragile? I don't. But sometimes it's a good copy and it's like $5. Why the fuck would I buy it? You know?
Yeah.
But
I was at a show a couple of months ago, and are you guys familiar with the band Allegiant?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I know
totally.
those guys.
So they're like, they played a show
Is that how
here.
you say Allegiant? I thought it was a Legion. Ah, shit, I've been living a lie.
I don't know, they've been called
yeah.
Allegayon and all kinds of weird shit.
All sorts
Yeah.
of shit. Now
Um,
this is official. I know how to pronounce the name. Thank you.
so yeah, I don't know. I'm probably saying it wrong too. Whatever. But they fucking had, I don't know, like 2 or 3 vinyl left. And I was like, oh, I want that one. And he's like, I don't think you want that one. It's fucked up. It's got the same thing on both sides. And I'm like, are there any other of those? And he's like, no. I said, that's the one I fucking want, dude.
Oh yeah.
That's smart.
He said,
That's the one
really?
you want.
I'm like, fuck yeah, that's the one I want, because it's going to be worth something.
It's the only one in the
Yeah,
world,
exactly.
or might be one of the only few in the world. Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. So fuck that.
And that's when you get the nerd vinyl shit right there. You're like, oh, this number here, this pressing here, this mastering plant here. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh God. I actually want to buy a fucking pressing plant.
It's like a license to print money.
Shit, today it is.
At this point, yeah, there used to be
Yeah.
so many in America, and now there's,
Handful.
they're coming back for sure, but there's a lot of, several out there that are, made in the USA, but not on the scale it was before, obviously. So.
This is a
Yeah.
huge debate, and I wonder where you come in on this. Like, does a recording actually sound better on vinyl, or is it
It sounds different.
different, right?
Yeah,
like
it's different.
to say
Right.
whether it's better or worse, I'm sure is objective.
I mean,
subjective.
for us, I make a digital master and I make fucking vinyl master.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
just no way that a
Yeah,
vinyl
so-
can reproduce the frequency clarity of digital. So
No,
I
but
think that's what some people like.
it's a warmer sound, right? Because when they
Yes.
when they press it or they lathe cut it, there are different imperfections in the vinyl. So every record you listen to, you can listen to the same record on different, different vinyl, and every one will have different imperfections. So it'll have just a little bit different sound.
Organic.
And it adds back in those low mids you don't want me to cut, but I cut the fuck out of them because there's still a shitload in there.
Yeah, my guitar sounds pretty low mid heavy.
Yeah.
That's fucking funny.
So he's like, "Why are you cutting all that shit out when we're recording? Don't cut out all those low mids. Trust me, they're gonna be there, man."
And you hear that with even like really famous bands where they'll isolate certain tracks, and you're like, "Wow, that sounds sounds like paper thin toilet paper." But then you hear it in the and it's really sometimes an illusion of how things sound on their own or how they're going to sound in the mix together. So
versus live too.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm real happy with where our recordings turn out. We all come in here and lend our ears and stuff, but he's mainly the one engineering them, and it's a group effort with him being the first among equals with that for sure.
Well,
sure.
We all have our roles. Alex does all the artwork. Ian's like a salesman in the scene.
Yeah, he's really good at social media marketing too. I appreciate.
I definitely make sure people know when we have gigs and stuff we're doing, and letting people know updates as best without telling too much. I'm not saying it was hard, but I recorded my drums first, so all my contributions musically was done first, and then I had to give it to the laboratory, which is here, and let them do their thing. And I was patient enough, but as time was going on, I was like, I'm stoked to get this out because I know it's going to be a good one, because we spent a good amount of time making it.
How long did it take you guys to? How
Probably
long?
a good year. Well, from writing's
perspective, about a year, and then
more than a year.
More than a year and a half, almost, I'd say, and then about another year and a half, almost now, like a year for recording.
About a year.
We're a bit of a slow-moving animal, but
we all have day jobs
as
and
long
other
as
stuff going on.
Exactly.
Yeah. And I was gonna say, we can say this since Ben isn't here, but I mean, his contributions were, mostly nothing. It's charity. We have him here because he's,
we unplugged this controller and let him win.
Nice,
That's what we did.
Because he looks great eting a fucking corn dog.
Right, because he's handsome with a weenie in his mouth. That's it. No. The truth is that he added a lot of harmony and lead stuff on some of the things that we had already written. That really, like, as soon as I heard it happen, I was like, oh, like that's exactly what that needed. But I didn't know that it
gave you that feeling.
Yeah, so he did a great job jumping into the middle, and then what we're already working on starting to write our next release, which will have more guitar work because we're both going to be more involved in the writing process. Mm-hmm. So he really naturally fit in with us. Because he loves this genre. I mean, he's got so many different bands. He plays in surf bands. He plays in all like all sorts of different punk bands. It's like, and he's just super easy to boss around. And so that yeah. But he looks good eating a corn dog. I told him that I was going to heckle him whether he was here or not. So he's going to see this, and he's gonna.
Our original plan was to interrupt him every time he tried to talk
comedically. Just never.
That would be fucking hilarious, dude. I interviewed another band, and they were like, one of their guys didn't show up, and the dude's like, "Oh, it's fine. We were doing Zoom." So he fucking made a wallpaper real quick of the dude's face.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, we talked about putting it on
we talked about putting his face on the corn dog on a stick, but I just didn't have the time to get it together.
That would have been fucking hilarious. And here's Ben.
Yeah.
And Ben's got to go.
Hence why we did like the shitty version of it and just held the phone up.
That's freaking hilarious. Now you need to get one of those made. So anytime you do an interview, you're like, and here's Ben.
Yeah,
we should have one pre-prepared. We should have one for each of us that's like really super unflattering. Whatever it is, it's got to be like,
I got a couple.
Like a punishment.
Well, for maybe the screenshots from the video here in this lighting will all be unflattering, which would be the ultimate revenge for Ben too.
that would be funny. Yeah. Whatever. Maybe just everyone on a fucking toilet. Oh, he's not here because he's taking a shit.
Damn, band picture ideas.
Yeah, what fucking album was that?
Looking like Elvis.
It's funny, there's a bar out here, this dive bar, that they do a calendar every year, and then they get like some really good looking kind of punk rocker and rockabilly chicks, and so I guess guys now as well. And one of the pictures that they sort of reproduce every year is a picture of somebody on the shitter at the dive bar. That's actually a thing out here.
That is fucking fantastic.
The Double Down.
Oh, yeah. The Double Down.
So there's actually a bar out here called Dive Bar. I didn't mean that bar. I mean the Double Down Saloon, which is also a dive bar.
An infamous punk bar here in Vegas.
For
Yeah.
sure.
It's got a
Okay.
great bathroom.
There's no doorknob on the door.
Have you
And the
guys?
toilet paper's hanging off the wall with a chain. These are true stories.
All right. That sounds like our mag bar.
Yeah. Every town has one.
At least one.
At least
shitty
one.
bathroom contest. There should be a shitty bathroom contest across the country.
There should be a shitty bathroom book.
There should be like a coffee table book. I
Yeah.
think people buy that.
I actually have a friend that did that, and he stole my idea at a party. I said,
He stole
There
it
are
into your idea.
there are
Oh,
so
shit.
many bathrooms in the hotels in Las Vegas, and it wasn't shitty bathrooms. It was like, bathroom stalls that look like they cost more than your entire house. Ones with like photochromatic doors where when you lock it, it goes from transparent to opaque.
Beautiful.
Yeah, and there's like, bathrooms with like gold hardware. I mean, there are some of the craziest bathrooms in Vegas I think you've probably ever seen. Yeah. They did. They went and shot a bunch of bathrooms and made a book out of it, and I got 0 royalties, so fuck them.
Oh man, I'm sorry, Alex.
Evil.
This is the first time I'm ever hearing.
Yeah,
So-
I know. I try not to cry about it too much, but that's
We
a true
need to
story.
collectively put together the dive bar bathroom fucking Bible.
Yeah.
There's a I think there's a place in Knoxville called the Preservation Pub that I think gives the Double Down a run for its money.
Yeah?
Yeah. There's a lot of
That'd be
places.
something to see.
There's a lot of good
Nashville
places,
sounds
yeah.
about right.
Yeah.
Knoxville.
Yeah.
Knoxville.
Knoxville.
I'm sure there's plenty of shitty bathrooms. In
What was the
Knoxville,
name of the
too.
place that we played in Spokane?
Rootsies.
The place
Rootsies.
there were like tweakers sleeping out on the slide rock out front.
There was a
It
homicide that took place a few weeks
Like,
prior. They
yeah.
said right in front of the bar. I was like, well then,
I would put that place in the running.
it was pretty gnarly.
The bartenders were very nice, but the place was a shithole. To be honest. Yeah.
But that's everyone's got a shithole, and
Yeah.
everyone talks about the shithole in the city. Wherever
for
you're
sure.
from, you're
And
gonna. So we need.
It was a fun show. It was a really fun show. We played with Sorcia and Tigers on Opium,
Yeah.
and it was
It was a lot of fun.
fucking blast.
It was when we were on our way over to Rocky Mountain Riff Fest up
Yeah.
in Kalispell with the homies from Wizard, and that was a great show.
Excellent shows.
Yeah, it's fun going and seeing new faces, and it's like that place was packed. It was great.
Hell yeah.
All the bands kicked.
Whole town rolls out.
Oh yeah, the whole
Yeah.
town was there pretty much for that show.
Absolutely.
I love it when that happens.
Oh
Good
yeah.
stuff.
So, what do you guys have like tour plans now?
No, we are getting our album release show together right now, and then we will be doing some out of town shows next year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
2025, we're going to be reaching out to play a lot of out of stage shows.
Watch-
That's what we
watch
want to
for
commit
us.
out
We have some busy times ahead of us work wise.
to end the year.
Day job shit at the end of the year. The two of us work on the strip, so it's like one of those things. But as soon as 2025 rolls around, that's when we're gonna.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Start
you can
playing
watch
some
for
out of
us
town
at
shows.
Burning Man 2025.
Okay, I'm totally gonna be there. Everyone's gonna be like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
I want you
probably
to
not the
spend
vibe.
thousands of dollars to come just to see Sonolith.
Like, well, man, this
And
is
get the
so
fuck
not
outta
the
here.
vibe. So not the vibe.
I'd be the guy in the truck just
Nobody-
running
nobody-
people over. Get out of my fucking way! I got a band to see.
Nobody showed up to Burning Man this year, I don't think. Or
It was a mud pile. I heard
Last
just,
year
like,
it was a
ton of
mud pile
rain
because
and-
nobody could get out of there
Yeah.
because it rained so much, and this year the attendance was apparently super low.
Huh.
Yeah, maybe that's over.
Yeah,
Okay.
maybe.
Yeah, fuck Burning Man, Alex.
Look
Sorry,
at
we're not playing.
Yeah. Well,
Burning
Yeah,
Man
we
isn't big
start-
enough anymore to hold Sonolith. We need bigger.
No,
there you
we're
go.
here today to say fuck Burning Man. Burning Man.
Burning Man.
Burning Man. All joking aside, we
Burning
want
Man. Burning Man. Blah, blah.
we want to start playing some shows in Southern California, Utah, Arizona, Denver. We want to try to start reaching out to where we do all work a lot.
Yeah.
So we're going on a long tour is something that has to really be planned for. But we got 3-day, 4-day weekends where we can branch out. We want to start getting out in front of
Weekend
new
warrior,
audiences,
the
yeah,
shit,
and,
man.
and getting a little bit of a different, little changes of scenery. That's one of the big goals. And we also do want to try to submit for some festivals and stuff. So if anybody's seen this and they want to have Sonolith perform, let us know.
If you like
We're
that,
open.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Shameless plug.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's
That's
all right.
That's what's I'm
Maybe we can get you guys out here for legalized Lex.
yeah, whatever. I mean, we are always down to
We're
travel and play new places, new faces,
Yeah,
like you
fuck yeah,
said.
man.
open to discussions.
And
Hell yeah.
When's that?
yeah, when is that?
somewhere around 420.
think around,
Perfect,
you know,
okay.
April-ish.
Yeah.
Love
April-ish,
it.
yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah, so they did the first one just this year, actually, 24, and like they promoted the shit out of it, and we were all pleased with the turnout. I mean, there was several hundred people there, which for year one, and almost all of the bands were smaller, you know, regional bands, but man, people
Sure.
showed out for it. It was really fucking cool.
Nice,
That's
dude.
awesome.
Nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love that shit.
Fuck me too, dude. Seeing the community come together and watch bands, and you know, like the funniest thing with Legalized Lex was it, you know, planned for months. It was on a Saturday, and right across the street from the bar, they were having a fucking wedding.
Wow.
So like the first band that played was Period Sex.
Oh, nice. Perfect.
Excellent.
Literally started to play, and someone come over and was like, "Hey, can you guys like just hold off until we're done?" Like, nope, we're on a fucking schedule. Like, band outside, band inside, band outside, band inside. I think those people were a little pissed off, but they got free music.
Yeah,
I
it seems
mean,
like at that point you have a
exactly,
stoner
it's a
rock themed
trade-off.
wedding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
that.
You just gotta lean in and go for it. You know?
You're fucking having it on 420. If that is
Right.
not your, you know, if that's not your theme, you're on the
Yeah.
wrong day anyway.
100%. You were naive couple, a naive couple.
Naive. Pick a different date next time, damn it, because this one's
Date.
fucked.
What's the next day?
Taken
Fucking
day.
Earth Day? Pick that one or something.
Yeah.
Arbor
we're-
Day.
Oh, that's it. Arbor Day. Go out and plant some trees. Happy wedding
There
day.
you
Yeah.
go. Noble cause.
So what
Funny.
bands are you guys listening to right now that you think other people should listen to?
Bands.
Yeah, do we have time to listen to music right now?
Yeah,
I don't
no,
know.
I think people should be listening to we all love Sorcia.
Yeah,
a lot.
Sorcia,
yeah, they're
for
awesome,
sure.
super heavy.
The new Wizard record is fucking badass.
Yes, we love those guys. They make
Love
great
that shit.
music. Very fun music at that.
Yeah, Tigers on Opium. I don't know if you've had a chance to catch them live, but they're not only are they super nice guys, but they're so talented.
Yeah.
Really great live.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the
There's
band
Red
name.
Electric West. Yeah.
Astronaut too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, by the way, that episode that you did was pretty fucking funny. And we just caught these guys
Yeah,
here in
at the
Vegas
dive bar.
at a place
Yeah.
called the actual
Yeah, it's called the Dive Bar, but they were
Um,
massive,
Just
Yeah.
Fucking
the
tone
dude,
was
tone
for days.
tone hinge. Right, right.
massive sound for a live
So
band.
if we want to play with them. So when you guys are ready to come back to Vegas, ask for Sonolith. We want to play with you guys.
Amen. Crank
All
it.
right.
For sure.
I think I
There's
see
so
them.
many. It's hard to answer. There's so many good bands. It's like that's kind of hard to answer. You know.
It really
Sometimes,
is.
yeah.
But that's, you know, that's why I ask it, because like everyone's got a different answer, and my hope is that someone goes, "Oh, I want to check that band out," and it helps me because I'm like, "Oh, okay, I'm gonna go fucking check all these bands out."
Did you hear the recent that Cobranoid release?
I did hear the Cobranoid release.
It's badass.
I'm
I love
actually like we're kind of back and forth trying to get something nailed down so I can get them on the interview.
Nice, cool.
Yeah, that
that's
album
cool.
rules.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah. What who else? There was another band that I've fucking been trying to get. I listened and I was just like, holy shit, this is good. I don't even know.
Shoot us an email and let us know.
Yeah,
'Cause I'm
like,
thinking about that.
dude, so I probably listen to 3 new bands every fucking day.
Oh,
That's good, dude.
That's
man.
awesome.
Well, sometimes.
It's good and bad because I love it, but it's hard to digest because like a lot of people, myself included, it's like I love to really
Get into it.
digest a band and get into it and try to hear the subtleties in the record. And when you're getting rapid fire shit, sometimes it's hard to
Yeah.
break through the noise. And that, that's true for any band. I mean, look at Hippie Death Cult. What a fucking killer band. They broke through the noise because they're such a killer band, but sometimes you don't know who's actually going to hear and what are you also missing, know?
Yeah. Well, and
the
that's I'm real bad with FOMO. You know, so someone sends me an email and I'm like, oh, I got to listen to that. And I got to listen to that. And I got to listen to that.
It's like like if you have streaming, it's like your fucking queue, man. I have like hundreds of things to watch and nothing to watch.
Yeah.
Because I'm also doing music too, which takes most of my time anyway.
All the
I get
fucking
embarrassed
time.
sometimes because people ask me.
Yeah.
People ask me if I've heard a particular band or something. I'm like, yeah, you know, I really haven't. And like, what are you talking about? Like, you're in the band in that genre. I'm like, well, you know, I ride my motorcycle most of the time, and I don't want to listen to music while I'm on the bike. That's not the kind of rider I am. I want to just, you know, be riding the bike.
Yeah.
So for me, yeah, when I used to really listen to a lot of music and really be able to get into it, like driving in the car and like, you know,
that's where most
distance.
That's where most of my day is spent, is in the car. Like I'm a realtor. I've got a property management company. I do coaching and consulting, and like I'm always like going from here to there. Like I worked, I don't know, I probably worked 7 or 8 hours today, and let's say I worked 8 hours, 7 of those was in the car.
I believe it.
Like,
yeah. Do you ever feel like when you're driving and you listen to music that's the timbre or the type of music that you listen to starts to affect your attitude while you're driving? Are you that kind of a driver? Are you
so it doesn't affect my driving attitude, but it does affect my attitude.
Just in general?
I think if I'm having a real like tough day, so I struggle with like mental illness. My like my
I'll do a little bit.
Yeah, my little brother killed himself in 2019, so like that threw me off a fucking ledge, and so grateful for my wife, because if it wasn't for her, I'd probably be dead, right? So
that happened to one of my best friend's little brothers. Same dude. Like, so.
I'm sorry to hear that, man.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
That
fucking sucks.
Yeah, it fucking sucks, but it's like, so I notice now I'm a lot more what's the word I'm looking for? Just I'm easier influenced with my mental state. So like if I'm having a down day, I try to listen to heavier and faster music to pick me up and get me through. And then if I'm having a really good day, I'm gonna listen to some slow and heavy fucking doom. Like, okay, I'm good here, you know.
I feel that.
It's, you know, driving. It's funny. I always consume the most music in my whole life driving, but growing up, you know, kind of out in the middle of nowhere, if you're driving everywhere that, like, you drive to work, it's 45 minutes, but no traffic. You're listening to so much music, you can concentrate on it.
Yeah.
Here in Vegas, like, I think it's you drive a lot, but it's short bursts.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then you have the amount of choice in music, and then maybe you want to listen to the news, maybe you want to listen to fucking podcast about geology, you know, like whatever the fuck it is, you know.
That's part of the reason I was asking.
So it's tough to really break through, and there's so much good bands out there, which is amazing, and but it's also tougher at the same time.
In Vegas, we have a lot of really shitty drivers. There are people from everywhere. Someone's late for everything all the time. Half of them are drunk or stoned or whatever the hell they're doing, but they drive like poo. And so, like, for me, you know, if I'm in my car and I'm listening to High on Fire, and then I look down, I'm like, you know, sedated doom stuff or something that's a little less aggressive.
on my regular, because I'll do the Bluetooth thing, but on my regular radio.
Did we lose him?
Are you there?
Yeah, I lost you guys for probably, I'd say, a good 30 or 40 seconds.
Oh shit! Your whole soliloquy.
Yeah, you're like, no, I'll be listening to High on Fire, and then it was like,
yeah. No, I was gonna say, I'm listening to the people drive like shit out here, and I'm listening to High on Fire, and all of a sudden I look down and I'm doing 80 in a 45.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So like I have to be careful with that, and sometimes when I'm driving, I like to listen to some of the heavier, more sedate kind of stuff, so that I'm not acting like a maniac.
I never really listen to the regular radio anymore, although I have my regular radio set on the classical music station in case of emergencies.
Right. If you need to calm down.
Yeah, if you need, like, these people are assholes.
Put some Mozart on.
You know, and everyone says that, like, the drivers here are the fucking worst. Like,
Everywhere.
drivers everywhere fucking
From the
suck.
work.
Yeah, people are just impatient.
The thing that's
Yeah.
crazy about Vegas is that it's just there's so many different people from so many different places. There's tourists, there's recent imports from other states, and
Everywhere, all over the world.
and
Yeah.
I don't know if this came through before or not, but like everyone, 24 hours a day, somebody's late for something.
Yeah. Oh, it's
Yeah.
it's literally the same thing here.
Yeah, you know,
you know-
pot's legal, lots of bars, everybody's drunk or stoned or whatever, you know.
No, they're drunk or stoned here too. It's just not legal.
They've
Uh,
always been drunk, stoned,
Yeah.
legal. Or not.
And that's
Yeah.
cool. Be drunk or stoned, just do it at home. Don't do
Yeah.
that in the car.
Stay off the fucking road, please.
I
Yeah.
wish dispensaries are super expensive, you know, and I'm so happy it's legal. I go there, you know, I participate, love the where the tax dollars are going generally, but it's I do kind of miss, like, I wish a dispensary was just like a fence where you pull up and some dude just gives you a bag, but it's legal. Like, does this way, you know, I kind of miss that.
Yeah,
That's
you're
the
out there with the
packaging.
little fucking old scale, like, okay, that one's
Yeah,
good.
yeah, the same shit, but it's just legal.
That's fun.
I mean, that is pretty funny.
Okay.
They're like, I think so here it should be legal the beginning of next year, but not like on
Yeah,
the recreational level, just medicinal.
It's falling like dominoes, it seems, though. It's like eventually most places.
Halfway there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if the Fed would just say, yeah, it's legal,
That's-
everyone would fall in line. And could you
100%.
imagine like what that would do for, you know, just the fucking everything, like the economy in the country would completely change because now we can get rid of people who are fucking out there in prison for, you know, they had pot. We caught him smoking pot or whatever. Like, fuck
That
that.
sucks.
Yeah,
That shit
nickel and
sucks.
dime weed charges, they call that. It's
Yeah.
lame.
Yeah, it's so
Well,
stupid.
if everybody in the country, if the whole country starts smoking pot, maybe they'll all start liking Stoner Doom, and we'll all be in good shape.
There you
know?
go.
There we go. Positive.
That's
The long run.
that's when
Manifesting.
that's
Oh,
it.
You did there.
That's when you guys become fucking Taylor Swift.
Oh my
Yeah.
god! Oh my god! I hope so.
poised to replace Taylor Swift.
We'll boost the
Yeah,
economy.
I don't think anything can replace Taylor Swift, but by golly, we'll be right up there playing alongside it.
Yeah, right. Be the support band
We'll
for Taylor
feed-
For
Swift.
Taylor Swift, God,
Taylor Swift
was-
featuring Sonolith.
that's an alternate reality.
You know, I'm gonna laugh my ass off next week. She's gonna call and be like, "Hey, do you guys want to do an album?" Like, what the fuck is going on?
Tortured Sonolith Society.
If you're paying for it, girl, yep.
Which-
I don't
yeah.
want to pay nada. You got all the dough. Pay
Which-
for it.
Divergent
I'm
timeline. Yeah.
Hell yeah. So what like favorite show that you guys have played so far? What one stands out the most?
You know
We've had
what?
A lot of really killer
We've had
shows.
so many killers. So
Really
all
is.
of us together, like we had the opportunity to play with 1000 mods.
Mhm.
And I'm going to be honest with you, our performance wasn't probably perhaps my favorite that we've done, but their performance, holy shit, that
Yeah,
band's rad.
They are good live.
So cool live. Yeah. That was an honor to play. You know, I like it when we get to play, you know, John Gist from Vegas Rock Revolution
Yeah.
brings some amazing talent to this town and sets up amazing shows that they're not just like good bands. They're like good bands from Greece and Spain.
Legendary.
And yeah,
bands.
really amazing bands. And to get to not only see them on stage in our environment, in our hometown, and to see, but to share a stage with some of those bands is like, what an
Yes.
honor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's brought so much to the table in so far as the stoner rock doom
Yeah.
scene.
He deserves a big shout out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's a fucking champ, man.
A lot of
Yeah.
our best shows. Nebula twice. We got to play with Nebula twice in a calendar year. That was
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Yeah, it's an endless list.
And there's some
Yeah.
great promoters out here. Then they all, like I said at the beginning of the interview, we try to be professional. We always show up on time and we bring our A game. The promoters out here have been real good with us, and we hope to maintain that relationship with all of them. But yeah, he just has really, like, I when I first met John, he had found out about the band, I think, through Facebook, and he actually reached out and he's like, "Hey, can we talk on the phone?" And when I started talking to him, I was looking at his pictures online, and he's very clean cut. You know, and
Yeah.
he's like a middle-aged white guy, clean cut. And the way he was like, "So where are the underground shows at? What's it? And he like drilled me with so many questions. I was like, "Bro, are you a cop?" Like I literally thought he was a cop trying to figure out like where the like illegal underage shows were going on or something. You know, but he's ended up being one of our biggest supporters, and I do a lot of artwork for him. And we all that's the thing about the Vegas scene is that, you know, even the people who come to the shows are part of the family.
Yeah.
The reason that us as bands, none of us are getting rich. None of us have really any hopes of being famous. We do this because we love the music and because we want to share that energy with another group of people who also love the music. And so like that's what we want people to know is like these shows are not cliquey. These shows are not like, we want to see new faces. Everybody there is super mellow and super cool. Even the bands from out of the country and other states. I mean, everybody's just so happy to be doing it. And it's like the people who come to the shows, what they don't understand is that even when you're standing in the audience, you're part of the deal. Like you're at the table. You know, we want people to come and be at the table with us. That's what we all want, you know?
Yeah, but that's the good thing about like, we can call it a scene or a community or whatever. It's you go to a fucking show, and if you're genuinely into that, you're fucking part of it, dude. Well, I don't care if you're standing back on the wall away from everyone or standing right up on the stage or playing music. Like everyone there is part of that community, and it's like it's so fucking awesome because I feel like every town that I've been to is like that. You know, you go to a show and everyone is welcoming. It doesn't matter your fucking color, your age, like what your religious background is or your political affiliation. Like we're there for fucking music.
Yeah.
Metal music especially is empowering. I think that's why a lot of younger kids turn to it early in life.
Yeah.
It empowers you to feel something, be yourself, find a community. You can see people wearing another band shirt and you just made a friend for life.
Yeah.
And that's the way that's the real way I see metal music, because a lot of people, you know, they talk about where they come from in life. And I was never like bullied or treated wrong by anybody by any means, but I did always feel a little misunderstood or like an outcast of a person. And music and metal music in particular called to me. And before you know it, I'm drumming, I'm in bands, I'm playing with my favorite bands, I'm meeting my favorite musicians. I'm in an interview right now talking to you. I never would have probably met you a day in my life if I didn't get into music, you know? So everything like that, I'm grateful for that because I have that ability every day to like it, love it, be a part of it, and spread the information about it because it is inclusive. We want everybody to come. If you don't like metal, don't think it's scary. If anything, you're gonna have more fun than probably most other shows you go to.
Yeah, and it's like you could, for the cost of one mainstream band touring ticket, you could see like 10 to 20 underground shows, whether it's heavy metal or alternative or whatever it is. Just go and see local shows. You know, you're going to meet people. You're going to feel like you're part of the show instead of just being, you know, a consumer pawn that's out there paying $45 for a t-shirt. You know what I mean? Like it's just an entirely different environment, an entirely different feel. You know,
it really is.
Yeah.
I took my daughter, her first metal show was Max and Igor doing the Return to Roots tour.
Nice.
And she was like, I don't know, I'm a little nervous. I'm like, you'll be fine. And we walked in and like a couple of the opening bands are like, oh, you're the fucking coolest kid ever. Like, here's some drumsticks, here's guitar picks, here's signed CDs. Like,
oh yeah.
And she's like, really? I'm like, fuck yeah. Like, don't worry about it. And so I got to think she was probably 10 or 11 at that time when we took her to that show. We went to Louder Than Life last year and her and her boyfriend, now she'll be 18 in November. Last year before, her and her boyfriend were like, hey, we're going to go to Louder Than Life. Yeah, that's cool. Like, do we have to hang out with you? No, go have a good time. My wife's like, are you nervous? Like, nervous of what? Like, she knows if something happens, she knows where to go. She's been part of this environment for coming up on a decade now. She knows she's going to know a shit ton of people in the crowd, and she doesn't know it yet, but they're going to be like, hey, I saw you at this show with, you know, blah, blah, blah. Right. She's like, are you sure? Like, she'll be fucking fine. And she was fine. She had such a good time.
People figure it out just like you figured it out, just like I figured it out at some point, you know, going to shows when you're that age.
Yeah.
You guys have seen that meme going around that says that metalheads look mean, but they're actually nice. Or metalheads pretend to be mean, but they're actually nice.
Yeah.
But hippies pretend to be nice, but they're actually mean. I don't know if that's true or not, but it's funny.
Well, he's doing the hippie festival, so
yeah, you tell us. But yeah, no, that's been my experience. I like, not to talk smack on any other scene, but I've been in bands since the 90s, and I've been in a lot of other, like, you know, circles out here in Vegas, and they can be a little cliquey. There can be a little bit of haterade and all that stuff, but in the metal community is just so supportive.
Yeah,
everybody's so cool.
Yeah, You walk
Yeah.
in a show and everyone's like, "Oh fuck, I missed you. I ain't seen you in a minute. Come give me a hug." Like,
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
yeah,
absolutely.
it's good shit. What do you guys hope with the release of the new album? Do you guys have like goals with sales?
We're all going to be
or-
millionaires.
Money. No, honestly, just to get the name out there, play some good
Yes.
shows,
Yeah,
play some festivals, just continue doing what we're doing,
Yeah.
and enjoying it along the way. And if like hopefully people,
Yeah,
keep liking it. They like Voidscapes, and we really put a lot of work into this.
we did.
into
Yeah,
this one.
we'd
So,
love to get write-ups and anybody that wants to share the music. And really what we
Yeah.
want, our goal is to share this thing that we all love with other people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the goal. And if enough people feel the
Exactly.
same love for it that we do, then it'll be successful in whatever way it is. And we're just going to keep doing it until we can't.
Yeah, pretty much. Just like I
And-
said earlier, the live shows that have been going on the last few years are now going to kind of come to fruition with what we have with this album and what we've been working towards to accomplish, and having an album to promote, like a full length album with lots of different sounds that we hope you've heard or maybe haven't heard before. And we want people, like Alex said, to reach out. If you have questions, we want to answer them. If you want to ask us what our influences are, or whatever you've heard.
Yeah,
that,
we love interacting with people
we
on
want
social
yeah,
media stuff,
all the
but yeah,
interactions,
out.
we encourage it. So anything you want.
And I
Oh.
think when people hear this newest album that we've put out, to our point, we were talking about driving earlier. We have some really heavy shit on there, and then we have some stuff that's like, dare I say, almost upbeat. I mean, there's a big range of stuff on this album, so hopefully
Yeah.
people dig it.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I think people are gonna dig it a lot. I honestly, I hope that like all your physical copies sell out fast as shit.
I think if
That's
they,
what we want.
yeah,
Yeah,
if
that'd be
they
great.
turn out as cool looking as all the mock-up stuff has been, I don't think that's gonna be an issue there. I think it's gonna be a really
Yeah.
cool album.
A lot of
Mhm.
friends and coworkers are already asking for the pre-order release. They just want it. So
Hell
So we
yeah.
said there's 100 of them, but there's actually only going to be 96 because we're all going to keep one.
Well, you could do the overage, right? When they do vinyl.
We'll
Yeah.
when they get delivered, we'll see what the overage is. I'm hoping for several.
That would be cool.
That's so funny. So a buddy of mine here does a label, Third House Communications, and the mock-ups that he does for the albums, I feel like the last one he did for Crop, the mock-up looked really cool, but then when you got it in your fucking hand, it looked so much better.
Right.
It-
Yeah.
It was like red and black smash. Oh, dude, it was so dope.
that's
Heck
it.
yeah.
Ours is going to be, it's like translucent green base with purple
violet
splatter.
splatter.
Which if you've seen the cover of the record,
Yeah.
obviously reflects that with a.
It's everything all green and purple all the time now.
Well,
That's the
yeah.
whole-
Yeah, that's gonna be a main color scheme. That's something else too. Like it really is. Like my
Yeah.
drum set's purple.
I had to buy all new underwear,
Well, didn't
only
we-
purple and green, man.
Didn't we tell you? We got to change it up for the next one. You got to buy a new drum kit.
Shopping.
Yeah, it's nice. Like, I come from a graphic design background, so I try to keep, when we do anything that's related to a release, I try to keep some like thematic elements that are, make it feel like a cohesive,
Yeah. Yeah, that's
cohesive effort.
that's the thing about vinyl though. It's like thing I've always liked about vinyl is you grab it and it's the cover, the insert, whether you have gatefold or whatever, it's an entire piece of art and you can appreciate every square inch of it, especially while you're fucking listening to the record.
Yeah.
I know, that's why I had to install like vinyl shelves that, they're all like along the wall, but then actual face out ones. So
Yeah.
I can pull stuff out to remind myself to listen to it. It's cool on the wall too, but I'm like, shit, I got to listen to all this stuff. So here's the next 6 records I have to listen to, and then keep swapping them out. I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot I had this.
That's a good idea. I'm not that smart. Like
You find
got-
ways.
it's whatever I'm in the mood for. Like I'll just start going through and I'm like, okay, I'm in the mood for that. And now, one of my many favorite bands right now is Blessed Black out of Cincinnati.
Okay.
I'll
Just
be checking them out.
yeah, dude, in my mind, just really fucking good rock and roll. They're working on a series right now. It's called Seasons, They've released 1 and 2, and what they're doing is they're writing and recording like 3 or 4 songs in a season, and that those songs are supposed to reflect that season. So 1 and 2 have been released. They just started recording 3, I think, yesterday or today. And 4 is not far behind it. Dude, some of the best fucking music. I'm absolutely blown away every time I listen to it.
Blessed Black.
Yeah. Oh, and Redwood is another one. Do you guys know Redwood?
Oh,
No.
Oh, it's a
Should we?
one. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. So the dude that does it, it's like one of his projects. He's a one-man band on this, does everything. And it's
nice.
like, it's fucking fantastic. He also, I gotta think. I
Is it
feel
like a
like
one-man recording project, or like he does shit live too?
no, not with this. He has the band he plays with live is Dear Lord, and they're fucking fantastic too.
Dear Lord.
Dear Lord.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's like deer, like the
Oh,
fucking
okay.
That's what I kind of took from it too. Like,
Nice.
like
Yeah.
antler.
Yes. Yeah. And both of them are just fucking fantastic. I would say like check out those 3 and Fairy Ring. Fairy Ring is fucking great.
Oh, they're new, aren't?
Yeah,
Newish, right?
Newish, yeah.
I really like compilations for that reason, like discovering new bands and stuff. We've been lucky enough, actually, both of Ian's band and in Sonolith, we've got on 2. The first one was the Weedian trip to Nevada, Utah, and Colorado.
Yeah, one of the other tracks from the new record, a song called "Under the Torturer's Attention."
That's a good jam. I was just listening to that before this.
Cool. Thanks, man. Yeah, that was on.
That was his initially. A lot of that is actually Sage's writing. I mean, we both wrote on that.
Yeah,
but that's
yeah,
probably
yeah.
That was his initial idea. That's
that
one of my favorite ones.
main riff. Was,
that's probably the funnest one to play.
It is fun to play.
I love that song.
But that was on the Weedian trip to Idaho, Utah, and Nevada comp, and then also
we got our stuff on the Loaded 4. Yeah, it's like a Van-in compilation. There's a guy up in Montana. that runs. It's called Van.
From the Loaded Tape Co.
Okay.
And Under the Torturer's Attention is one of the songs on there. And there's
all the other bands on there are ripped.
Yeah.
Like Cadaver's on there, fucking Oopsie Daisy's on there, dude. There's
Year of the Cobra.
Murloc's on there. There's so many killer bands on this little.
Shout out to Murloc from Spokane.
Yeah.
We love those guys. Yeah, because we played that Northwest tour. That person saw us, and now it's like we really need to get back to the Northwest. Like we do want to hit up other places, but the Northwest is
it's such a good.
It's a good drive. It's a good crowd. It's a good vibe, and it's pretty up there too.
We've never played Portland. I want to play Portland.
Yeah, we do want to make the great state of Oregon because we drove through it last time. We didn't play in it, so this time we want to definitely stop in Eugene, Portland if we can.
Hell yeah!
Eugene is a college town too.
And Sage has family up in the Pacific Northwest, and his brother-in-law makes mead. And it's the best fucking shit I've ever done.
His main motivation is to drink my brother-in-law's mead again.
I will make the drive up there. I will just for the mead.
P&W weed again. Everything I smoked up there was great. Great time up there. Oh man, it's pretty, and everything I smoked was gas. I loved it.
It just weed just materializes when you're playing shows up there.
Yeah, it just
every single time. You
just turn around and like, oh,
that's hilarious. So what's the motivation behind the band? Well, we're gonna go drink some mead and smoke some weed. What's up?
And
we're basic creatures, man. It's okay.
We just want people to just rock out with you. We just want to have a good time. It's for fun, really.
Yeah, we have a good time, but we take our jobs as musicians serious, though. We love to play, but we want to play right, and we want to make it sound good, and we want to not let anything slide in the sense of if it doesn't sound right, it won't go.
I think we want to make sure we play tight enough so we can fuck off.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a good spot to be in.
Good spot to be in, I think. Yeah.
So you can't be. There's like a level of. Are you guys Trailer Park Boys like fans?
Oh, absolutely, man. Yeah.
Okay, so like it's like Leahy. There's the perfect level of like fucked up, right? Like just a little shot there.
Yeah,
100%.
We say so as far as the drinking goes. Like for me, I'll have a drink or two maybe before we play a set. But again, probably from my experiences in the punk rock scene, I do not get drunk before a show.
Right.
I don't want to be on stage with anybody. Like I don't really want anybody in the band to be sloppy. That's not, to me, that's not fun. It's just a mess,
Yeah.
But with the weed situation, most guys are pretty good at handling that. That's like weed is different than alcohol. Like when people
Very.
get sloppy drunk, yeah, that's a mess.
Yeah, I'm generally drunk and high in a good way.
For me,
I'm good.
I'll be a
I'm good.
little bit. I'll smoke a little, not right before I play, like a few hours before I play. But for the most part, I generally like to go clear-minded when I play. That's just marching band background.
Do the partying afterwards.
Yeah, exactly. Once my gear's safe and everything's put away, I feel good enough to be like, all right, let's have a few shots, let's hang out with it. If I'm not working and everything sets up nice, absolutely.
Well,
I think that's a smart way to be.
Yeah, I can get a little drunk before the set, but I'm sober by the end of it because I got to sit there by the fucking merch booth and schmooze away. So,
yes.
Yeah.
What's your job tonight? My
Yeah,
job tonight is
also
staying
gotta be at
sober
a
until
certain
we're
level
done
with that.
selling shit. Like, damn it.
Yeah.
Naked, stacking them boot cakes.
I'm not always successful. I'll put it that way.
None of us are, right? That's
Yeah.
actually why I quit I quit drinking. It'll be a year next month.
Congratulations, man.
Thanks.
Good.
Well, I
Yeah,
mean,
it's hard on
like,
the body.
I wasn't an alcoholic or anything. I just was like, I went to where'd I go? Oh, I went to go see Pantera. And we were in Indianapolis with a couple of buddies. Now we watched the fucking opening act, Snafu, who I love. Like, great time. It was fantastic. And then fucking Lamb of God played, and I'll be honest, I don't remember Lamb of God even coming out on stage.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And I remember us leaving. Like, I remember probably the last, like, I don't know, 2 minutes of like Pantera on stage and then us leaving, and that was it.
Yeah.
Well, you have to, sometimes you have to get back when it comes to that, you get back to the mental space. Like, dude, when I first started going to shows when I was 12, 13, 14 years old, 15, I couldn't drink, until like maybe you get a fake ID later. You couldn't get weed way back then, and you were totally sober, but in the same, like, you were in awe at the same time.
Enjoying
So there's a place for it all. You can be drunk, you can be high, but if it's, you can still get to the same enjoyment level in either.
It's definitely not necessary.
Not necessary, but it
That-
sure fucking helps.
Sometimes, yeah, that's some of the fucking, I've had a lot of good drunk times. I've had a lot of good sober times. And now I'm like, I really don't want my kids to grow up and be real fucked up like me.
Sorry, that line was from some random English comedy.
He's been watching BritBox.
Watching too much BritBox.
I actually stopped drinking for about 9 months. I was in a serious relationship, and it just was better for neither of us to be drinking and whatnot. But the good thing about that too is if you do decide to have a drink or something for whatever reasons, you feel it a lot quicker. You definitely don't need to drink 4 drinks to feel something.
Yeah.
Well, so there's always.
Who is there was an author that said he didn't have to have a lot, but the minute he had the first sip, his fucking mind changed.
Right.
Drink as much as that's a lot of people that I know are that way for sure.
Yeah.
I remember George Carlin making a comment on that because he's a famous cokehead from back in the day. He goes, now this is probably early 2000s. He's getting older. And he's like, now I keep a joint in my pocket just to remind myself that I'm like cool. I'm paraphrasing here, and I might need one hit, but that's it. But it's just to remind me of
that I'm
the
still
past.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah. I'm paraphrasing, but that was the general.
Yeah, that's the gist of it. Yeah, that and George Carlin, I love the shit out of George Carlin.
Art comedian too.
And I think that's a good point to bring up too, just in general with the genre. Like, there's a lot of people who don't. They're like, oh yeah, that's just heavy metal music for loadies. I mean, maybe, but it also it's not. You could still enjoy anything. You don't have to smoke weed to enjoy stoner rock.
Yeah, I know dudes who are in this genre clearly just because they collect old amplifiers.
Yeah.
Because the vintage gear is what they go crazy for in this genre. I've learned so much about gear just from watching these guys set up every day.
Talent hunting.
Damn, there's a lot to it to get that sound and harness it and make it sound musical too. That's hard.
I just spent 2 fucking weeks on my pedal board.
Yeah. You want to hear about gear? Should we get gear nerd for a minute?
No, let's not get gear nerd. Hold on. He's eating a
Yeah.
fucking corn dog. He's got
Yeah,
wiener
yeah,
in his
yeah.
mouth.
Ben is like boutique bougie. Like, oh, I got a pedal board for my country gig.
Yeah.
I got a pedal board for this, and
If
A
you
different pedal board for every
if
project.
you
Pretty
brought
much.
if you brought that in the conversation, suddenly you'd see his face like, hey, how's it going?
Hey, what's up? Check this
Hey,
out.
man.
This fucking pedal board. I got this fucking pedal that does this, and it's not as good as a wiener in your mouth, but it'll fucking get you there.
Corn dog. It's
We
a
got,
corn
we
dog.
got you in it on now.
Yes.
Oh
Oh,
shit.
man.
Okay.
We
All
love
right.
you.
Yeah, we love you.
I love you. All right, guys, thanks for joining me tonight. This has been a lot of fucking fun. I'm like
yeah, man.
sweating because I'm laughing so fucking much. I appreciate it. When I'm out there for Planet Desert Rock Fest, we're gonna fucking hang out.
yes,
No,
sir,
yeah,
we
sounds good.
absolutely are. We'll be
100%.
there the whole weekend.
for
So
sure.
Hell yeah.
We'll be bumping each other a lot. So looking forward to seeing you, man.
Yeah, dude, for sure.
Good meeting you too.
Hey, you guys too.
All right.
Have a great night.
Yeah,
You
you
too.
too, man. Take it easy.
Thanks,
Easy.
brother. See ya.